To the White House and the fever pitch of a health care debate. Some town halls are becoming town brawls. And now a new warning from former governor and vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin is turning the heat up even more. NBC's Mike Vicara is at the White House. Mike, good evening to you.
Good evening, Lester. Those raucous town hall protests continue this weekend, and now the president is hitting back on what he calls the misleading information that inspires them.
50 million people who don't have a health insurance plan.
Today, more confrontation at town halls across the country.
The Medicare program.
As members of Congress try to talk health care with voters back home. In many cases, only to be shouted down by opponents of the Democratic plans to change the system. And now a familiar voice is raising the temperature. Sarah Palin, just 2 weeks removed from office, writes on her Facebook page, "My parents or my baby with Down syndrome will have to stand in front of Obama's death panel so his bureaucrats can decide whether they are worthy of health care. Such a system is downright evil." Today, in his weekly address, the president spoke out against false assertions about the plan, calling it misleading information.
And let me start by dispelling the outlandish rumors that reform will promote euthanasia or cut Medicaid or bring about a government takeover of health care. That's simply not true.
Representative John Dingell was shouted down at a town hall in Michigan.
One of the unfortunate and important evil consequences of some of the events that are happening now is that people are being denied the opportunity to communicate with their representatives.
Dingell and others say the protests are incited by conservative fringe elements and cite internet flyers like this one, advising protesters yell back and have someone else follow up with a shout-out. But opponents of the plan say the anger is genuine.
Freedom is what the United States is about!
I think what we're just seeing is that the energy is on the side of not wanting a giant government encroachment into health care.
And though for now backers of reform are being outshouted, the question is, will they be outvoted when Congress returns in the fall?
This just raises their collective blood pressure significantly, makes them more nervous about casting a tough vote.
And Lester, the president plans to continue to talk about both his health care plan and the economy this week when he makes a trip to New Hampshire for yet another town hall. Lester.
NBC